All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode, Bub. Episode 35.
35.
Episode
Who's
35.
35? Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is 35.
Who's a football 35?
Irrelevant.
I'm
Irrelevant. We're here talking men's volleyball with number 12.
Okay, who's a men's volleyball 35, Caden?
No one famous.
Okay.
No one famous. Okay,
It's
Bub.
not there yet.
Bub, we're going to get back to Bub and his irrelevant questions. But for now, we are here. It's episode 35. We got Caden Donaldson joining us from Rio Grande Men's Volleyball. Caden, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's glad to be here.
It's going to be a great time. So go ahead, lace them up a little bit tighter tonight, Bub.
Mhm.
We got a good one lined up for you. A killer episode, if you would.
Oh,
see what we did there?
yeah.
Right here on the 740 Sports Show. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode 35, Bub,
Mhm.
of the 740 Sports Show. We're going to leave you and your irrelevant jersey numbers out of it here for just a moment.
It's fine.
But I am going to thank you and welcome you to the show.
Happy to be back. I think I missed one.
Yeah.
Only one, right?
You sat one out. You
Sat
sat one out.
Yeah.
Coming back a little rusty.
No, not rusty at all. I just feel like a natural born, leader here.
Yeah,
Back in my spot that I took from Rob.
Wow.
So,
A cold-blooded killer.
Mhm.
There was a little bit of a discrepancy on who was sitting where this evening, Caden.
well, I mean, you made it a bigger issue.
I didn't. I literally had us set up to go somewhere. And you said, no, that's my couch. That's my spot.
I can confirm that.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah.
That did happen. But anyway,
my
Bub,
spot.
we got a great one lined up. So thanks for being here. But most importantly, Caden, the real thanks is to you for being here this evening.
Well, I appreciate the invite. It's a pretty cool thing that you guys do. I'm glad to be a part of it.
I
Happy to have you.
I appreciate the kind words. And this is going to be a fun time. So we got quite a bit to talk about here, man. A lot to discuss. You and your volleyball career. Unique journey.
Unique, very unique.
Unique
Very
journey. To go ahead and kind of start this off, man, I want to ask you, floor is yours, to kind of give me a short rundown. Your volleyball journey, start to finish. Your mom gave a great one when she came on.
Yeah.
And it was incredible. It gave me goosebumps. It was spot on, but I'm going to ask for your version. Go ahead.
I'll try to make it short. But so my whole life, I've grown up in a gym. My dad's sport has always been basketball. My brother's sport has always been basketball.
Yep.
But if you know anything about my mom, she's a volleyball legend. So I've always just been with her. She's my best friend. So just always been in a volleyball gym, growing up with college girls.
Yeah.
By the time I was 7, I was asking to be on the court playing with them.
Yep.
They finally let me when I was in middle school. So when I got to that 9th grade year, I was starting to become to the point where I couldn't play with them anymore because I was
Definitely mature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
hitting it 4 feet in front of the 10-foot
So-
line in
Mhm.
freshman year.
I went to a men's clinic in East Side, which is just outside Canal Winchester, Ohio.
That's an awesome facility.
It
and-
is very nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Very nice. So I walked in expecting to be a gym full of boys, and there was 3 boys. The rest were girls.
Yeah.
So I did the clinic anyways. Loved it. By the end of it, this dude referenced me to try out for Vanguard, which at the time was the #1 men's club in the U.S.
Yeah.
So went there 2 weeks later, tried out, expecting to make like the 2nd or 3rd silver or bronze team. And they called me back 2 days later and said, "Hey, we want you on our gold team. Like, let's do this." So
Yeah.
it's just went from there. I played club my freshman year. It's pretty expensive club to play for.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you guys traveled everywhere.
I mean, we went to Las Vegas, we went to Phoenix, we went to California 1 year, Chicago 3 times a year.
yeah. And kudos
God
to your
dang.
parents, man, because crazy that all that came together, man. Yeah,
Lots
we'll get to
of-
them. We'll get to
lots
them.
of gratitude toward my
Yeah,
parents.
we'll get to
they're
them, man.
definitely the reason I'm where I am.
Yeah,
so.
part of the reason. I
Part
got
of
to
the
give you
reason.
yours too. Part of the reason. Let's do that. But yeah, man. So unique experience. You ended up going to the clinic. So let me ask you this weird question. But so I, again, man in a woman's world, I went through it to some degree.
Yeah.
You've lived the life. Like you have lived the life of what I dealt with, or I got dealt with experience. And I
Right.
loved it, man, for 4 years.
Yeah.
But you lived the life. So when you went to the clinics and things like that, so you walked in, it's three dudes. Was the nets all women's height for the whole clinic?
Yep.
And you just kind of had to, okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. The net, what I didn't know, because I was a little ignorant to the men's side of the game.
Yeah.
Because I've always been around the women's. The net was women's height. So when I went to the clinic, it was 7 inches higher.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is a difference. But
Big difference.
luckily,
Yeah.
I held my own. I think men's is 7'11" and 3/4, and women's I want to say is 7'3" and 3/4.
I love that you know
Also,
because it's never mattered. You've always just been hammering the ball. It don't matter. It don't
try
matter.
my best.
It don't matter. That's awesome. So Vanguard, that was a cool experience. And again, kind of being on the back end of it and kind of hearing it. Every weekend you played somewhere, or every weekend your mom would come back and say, "You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this." Like the level of improvement was crazy. Like it's just nuts to me that I mean, you're one of the most athletic people
Appreciate
that I've ever met, coming from one of the most athletic families I've ever known. And I don't know, it was crazy to see your athleticism translate so quickly, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know, some of the most fun times I had down at Rio was when we're short on numbers, man. Short on numbers, play together, man. Play together. And it got to the point where much more because of Caden than myself, we couldn't play on the same teams together. But man, so much fun. And just you've lived that life, like I said. So Vanguard's awesome. You finally get to, where you're getting recognition.
Yes.
And now again, no high school volleyball being played, right?
Yep.
You don't have a high school season.
Nope.
So what was that like? Because you also played other sports.
Right. I played basketball, ran cross country a year, played baseball a year.
Yeah.
So
when did you work on volleyball?
Really in the fall when I got to go to Rio with the women's team,
Yeah.
I really put my time into it. But I mean, if you know me, even during basketball practices, I was up against the ball with a basketball, setting it off the wall.
Yep.
Like my heart was always for volleyball.
Yep.
Basketball is just something I enjoyed. And so I did that because it was accessible at
Yeah.
my high school. Volleyball wasn't.
Yeah.
But
that's changing.
yeah. I
Men's
know.
volleyball.
Last year they had me at the middle school having a meeting with all the students interested, and there was like 80 boys interested.
Jackson High School?
Jackson Middle School.
Jackson Middle
They're
School,
looking
I'm
to
sorry?
start at the middle school first.
80
Yeah,
boys
dang.
interested in volleyball.
So it's in the area. Chillicothe has it. Adina has it.
Yeah. Wow.
Waterford, I think, or
Okay.
Waterford. So
Nice. Okay.
in the
making a
area.
climb.
Yeah,
It's
I did
making a
not
climb.
know it was like making its way to
Yep.
It's so
Southeastern Ohio.
it's so entertaining to watch. First of all, if you one of the most athletic sports, it's like sneaky athletic. It's like men's soccer to me. Like that you watch these guys do what they do every day.
And I was
Crazy.
gonna say, you can pick the most athletic people there are,
don't
and
matter.
if they're not volleyball players, you can pick them out.
Yeah, it don't
Because
matter.
It's a
right
hard
away.
sport to look like. you
Yeah,
know
it's a
what you're doing.
different kind of athleticism.
It is, man. It is. So let's get to your level of athleticism. So first of all, I want to go ahead and give you just a quick congrats. Caden hit the 1,000 kills mark, bub.
Yeah.
Caden hit the 1,000 kills mark yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday evening. Talk to me about that, man.
So I went in. We're playing Campbellsville University, which is the #1 team in our conference right now. They're receiving votes nationally to be ranked, and I needed 13 kills. And in my head, I was like, "Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Might just have to wait till senior night."
Yeah.
Luckily, I started hot and finished the game with 24, and we almost beat them. So it was a really good game. Lost in 5.
Yeah.
But it was a sweet atmosphere. I'm so thankful for all my family that made the trip and friends.
Yeah, and you had an incredible crowd. And Trav, I don't know if you've got any of these pictures. Producer Trav, I don't know if you're rolling any of these pictures. The crowd support was wild. Bub looks confused. Bub, what's up?
Did you say you needed 13 and you hit 24?
Yeah, thankfully
I
got
thought he was going to
24.
like say like, oh, I couldn't hit 13. Like, but man, I really got
really
it
was
out, started
nervous,
hot, and
though.
I hit like 14. He goes,
I
no,
don't
I just
think
hit
you-
24 instead. Like almost doubled what I needed.
Okay, so
God dang.
so how many kills do you average in a night?
Right now I'm average. I mean, they don't really do average. I'm at
What's your kills
almost-
percent?
kills per set? I'm at 3.85.
Okay. So
So-
3.85. So let's round it up to 4.
Yeah.
If they play 5 sets, he's getting 20 kills a night. So
dang.
that's
So-
that's insane.
So
By the
why,
way. That
so why
is
were
an
you thinking
insane
13 was so?
Because
That
I
is-
don't know.
Well, first of all,
Well, he is playing
it
the
is
#1
so
team
hard
as
to
well.
keep up. That is an insane number. To get to 20 kills a night, 24 kills a night is an insane number.
Well, yeah, but I have expectations after he starts averaging.
Oh
it.
my gosh, bro! You give him a Kobe year.
Like
Here
if I'm
we
picking him
go.
up on fantasy and he's averaging 20, I want 20.
Oh my gosh, fantasy is just ruining sports. It's crazy. Well, you would be my first pick in fantasy. I want you to know that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then give him a compliment while talking about fantasy.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Producer Trav here actually has a clip of your 1,000 kills, and along with the crowd here, we're going to go ahead and play, or at least give it a shot here. Play in that clip. Here.
Roll the clip.
Roll the clip.
I'm just thinking, how
All right,
long do
hey,
they celebrate?
Check.
Unbelievable, man. You hit the split, right? You split the two.
I tried to go over him.
I know you tried to go over. We
I
saw the
think-
picture.
I tried to go over the setter because I knew it was the kill. I knew
Yeah.
it was my 13th, so I was like, I'm just gonna swing as hard
Just
as I can.
as hard as you can.
So
Heck yeah.
try to make it happen.
What that moment mean to you, man? Because obviously we saw the clip, we saw the support. What did that moment mean to you to get the support you got from not only your team, but dude, one of the most awesome individual crowds I've ever seen in that Rio gym?
It was surreal for real because 5-6 years ago, I like my junior senior year of high school, I never thought I'm gonna go play college volleyball.
Yeah.
Not only play college volleyball, but play at the same school that my mom played at. And my
It
dad
wasn't
played
even
at
there.
Basketball.
So you selected a college.
Right. Yeah.
Men's
I
volleyball is not
initially
even
went
at
to-
Rio.
Right. My first year of volleyball was not a sport at Rio, so I went to Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
Yep.
Spent my first 2 years, and then once Rio got a program after my sophomore year, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
The coach took a bet on me. I took a bet on him, and I knew that he could build a program. So
Yeah. Coach Rawls.
yes,
Nick Rawls.
Nick Rawls.
Nick Rawls also worked for your mother.
Also
He
worked for my mom.
he took on the burden. You guys, he took on the burden and proved to be super successful. Nick's a great coach,
Yep.
great guy.
And he's gonna get check it 3 years.
Yeah.
Rio men's volleyball will be competing for a natty. So, and I mean that.
Wow.
He does a great job.
Wow.
So what year is this? Like what year is
This
men's
is
volleyball?
the third year at Rio.
So what was the record the first year?
I think they won. I wasn't there the first year. I think they won 2 games.
Okay.
Last year we won 7. I was there, and this year we're at 11.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
big improvement, man.
Going
What's-
up every
Yeah,
year.
for 3 years especially. Those are
Yeah.
big gaps.
What's been the biggest difference from last year to this year, man?
Just confidence, really. I just was talking to my mom last year. You know, men's volleyball. I don't know if you know, it's a lot of ego. It's a lot of
Okay.
moxie. It's
Yeah.
a lot of confidence.
Okay.
And so last year I was just always trying to hype myself up.
Yeah.
And this year I think it's just been a mindset shift where, you know, like my confidence comes from Jesus.
Yeah.
And I don't really have to display my confidence outwardly because I know who I am. I know who he tells me I am.
Yeah.
So I think just this year being a lot more cool
Yeah.
and just, you know,
Free volleyball.
yeah, I've just been having fun with it because I know volleyball is not my identity.
That's
So
awesome.
It's just been a lot more freeing, and I think it shows in my stats this year that I've just been able to go out there and play the way I want to play, but I don't have to try to play because it's not who I am. So,
That's great. We
Yeah, that is
we
good
talked with
mindset.
Caleb Wallace, man, and he said something similar about going back to
great
play that.
dude.
Caleb's a great guy.
Great dude.
Love Caleb.
Best friend.
Is he?
Yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
Best friend.
So he dropped a few bombs on us, the destroying content,
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
So we didn't even know that. That was like
Yeah.
mind blowing.
He's
stuff to
really good
us.
at that stuff.
Caleb. Oh, I knew he
Yeah.
was phenomenal,
Yeah.
but that's a crazy connection. Bub. That's
Yep.
a remarkable connection. But nonetheless, I digress. He gave us a similar answer, man. He said when I got back to school and I just wanted to play free basketball. I
Yeah.
just wanted to be free, and that's what he
Mhm.
said.
And then like the tournament, he said once like we lost the first game, like he started performing better because he was just playing free basketball.
yeah.
Like nothing didn't matter. He knew he had 2 games left. Like
So the biggest difference is you're just playing more free, you're playing more confident, but his confidence through the roof.
Mhm.
I just feel it sitting.
Oh,
beside
yeah.
him. Just doing the sound check here. Trap. Best sound check I've ever heard in my life.
oh
This
yeah,
is
what
great
was it?
sound check.
Test
Check,
test
check,
test
test,
test
Test,
test
test,
this
test.
thing on. He was
We figured it out. Hey, he got it the first time, bub. You
Yeah.
asked me what to say.
I said have a conversation with
Have
me.
a
If we're going to
conversation.
test a microphone, I need a normal conversation because that's what we're having here.
Yeah, Bub wants another end on the Dixie Cup. Bubba's got to talk to you that way. Well, again, right here on the 7-4 Sports Show, we're having a good time with Caden Donaldson. It's episode 35, Trav. Did you know that? Trav knew that. And we're here. We're having a great time. So you started at Mount Vernon. You made it to Rio. The men's program is shifting. You've got big hopes for the future. Why do you say, 3 years, Natty time? What I know Nick's done a great job.
Yeah. I think it's just like our culture is changing. I think the first 2 years, the boys just really thought, we're not supposed to win because this is our first year.
Yeah.
And even last year, we were like, oh, it's only our second year program.
Yeah.
No one expects us to win. But now, we're going 5 sets with receiving votes teams in the country. So
Yeah.
I
And
think
that doesn't happen by accident
Right.
in volleyball. Like, just to give you an idea, but like, you don't hang with
Yeah.
somebody for 5
It's not
sets.
like
You get pulled
basketball
away.
where it's anybody's game every night, depending on
Right.
how you're shooting the ball.
You don't hop in a zone and
Yeah.
figure it out,
Right.
and get warm
Yeah.
catching shot. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
25,
Yep. So I think the culture is just changing where
Yeah.
we don't expect to just hang. We're like, okay, we should win.
Yeah.
So let's go beat this team rather than let's just take a set from them. Let's just
right.
try to get 20 on them tonight.
Yeah.
Let's go beat them. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
And-
things happening.
And it's fun, man, because there's also a lot of other winning going on, down at Rio, and that probably adds to it. The women's basketball team had a great year,
Yeah.
and there's a lot going on there. Women's volleyball team had a great year too.
did.
Your mom, happy
21
woman?
season, finished top 5 in their conference, made it to the conference semifinals.
Yeah,
Against the 9th team in the country, Kokomo.
yeah.
My gosh, you want to see girls play volleyball?
Really?
Watch them.
Yeah. How would we have fared on that court? Not
I don't
going
know.
well
I
for
will
us?
say
Okay.
Kokomo is the only team, the number 1 team in the women's conference, is the only team in the nation to take 2 sets from the national champions, which was Indiana Westland.
Okay.
Was the only team in the
Mm.
country to take 2 sets from them,
Wow.
and they're in our conference. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
All
they're
right.
pretty good.
Dang.
All right. We need a rebuilding year from that. We need to.
This is the year
Hey,
though, for the women's team.
hey, introduce them to the portal. I don't know if that's a thing. Hey,
Not
get
an
them-
AI.
No, okay, it's not a thing.
Dang.
Okay, we'll figure it out. That's obviously that's crazy. Your mom's got quite a bit of experience in it as well. Talk to your mom. Talk to me about your mom, man. What kind of influence has she been to you through
Oh,
all
my.
of it?
She's awesome. Anybody
Yeah.
that knows my mom knows she's just a great person.
Yeah,
And I think that's why she's such a good coach, because she wants to go win games, but she's more invested in her girls and their souls and how they come in versus how they leave as a person. And I think that's what she focuses on. And
Yeah.
the winning comes with it. She's always been successful. She's never had 2 losing seasons in a row. She's
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very consistent with winning. Just
Yeah.
has never been able to reach that conference championship mark. She's been there, just hasn't won it. So
Well, and that's kind of one of those things that kind of comes with the territory. But it's a great volleyball conference, man.
yeah.
It's always perennially a great volleyball conference.
Yep,
You
had
got-
2 teams make the national tournament this year out of it.
yeah, who was the other one?
Indiana East.
Okay, so I was going to say
Yeah.
the Indiana,
Indiana
schools,
schools
are
are-
just,
yeah.
they're just always if you see IU something, it's
Yeah.
like okay,
It's like, watch out.
we got to fight tonight,
Yep.
but that's the fun of it, man. And I
Yeah.
know that's why your mom coaches. That woman's got high standards.
She does.
She's got high expectations.
She
I love
does.
that.
Yep.
I love that. It's not an easy woman to coach for. I'm
No.
sure it's not an easy mom to live for.
Cool. And I've been helping the women's program the past 2 years, and I'll tell you what, we've had some conversations in the office outside of practice about
Yeah.
just me and her and roles and
Yeah. Well, Bub and I, we're both kind of I would call us a mom kids.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
definitely a mom. I'm
Yeah.
definitely a
Mama's
mama's boy,
boy.
man. I
Yeah.
just am. There's no polite way to word it. I'm just a mama's boy.
me
So
too.
we get it. We get it. Mom expectations,
Mhm.
living up to mom
Yeah.
expectations. But you're doing that in a number of ways, man. You got school. You're wrapping up school.
Thank God.
So talk to me about what that's been like and kind of what your future's looking like after you get done with all that.
So I'm a double major in math and psychology.
Uh-huh.
My plan is to go to law school.
Mhm.
So I graduate in May. I'm going to take a gap year and just work, hopefully make some money.
Yeah.
To save up for law school. Study for my LSAT. So it's been challenging. Double majoring and playing a college sport
Wouldn't wish it
has
upon
been no
anybody.
joke, but luckily in high school I learned time management really well. So
Awesome.
it's been okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can handle it.
Well, good deal. I'm sure high academic expectations in the men's program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't at least have a 3.5. You go to study tables.
I would've lived
Thankfully,
at-
I've
I'd have
never had
lived at
below
study tables, bub.
3.5.
I wouldn't have made it to the study tables.
I would have lived at study tables.
I wouldn't
Thankfully,
have
I've
made it to
never
the
been.
double
Yeah,
tables.
Caden's like study table. Nah, dude.
I don't know.
Where do you go for a 0.7?
But
The dean's office.
No, I didn't have to go there.
He's right. He's right. Shout out Aaron Quinn.
Oh,
Go ahead,
God.
do your thing. But no, so double major, you're getting through, you're preparing for law school. Gap year, looking to coach again.
Yes, hoping to get on staff officially for the women's team.
Yeah.
So little different role there,
Yeah.
which would be nice.
Any long-term coaching plans for you in your future, you think?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I just think my problem is if it's not a high competitive level, I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be at a college level, but I know you got to start high school and move up. And I just, unless it's a really, really good high school, I
Yeah.
don't know if I could do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
I'm just-
honesty, man.
I'm just,
Yeah.
That's honesty. Listen, I could never coach 3rd and 4th grade football again.
That's
So I'm
I
with
couldn't
you.
do that. So
I'm with
high
you.
school, I could see myself eventually.
Yeah.
But I would love end of the career, like once I'm retired, get into from law,
Yeah.
get into coaching and potentially coach at a higher level.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. Good
Yeah,
deal.
that's,
Bub.
that's a good goal.
Much cleaner path than we went in life, but hey, you know,
Oh my God, yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just nice to have a goal, you know. Like I was just wandering through college. I was like, I'm just trying to get it done.
Yeah, got it done as quickly as we could.
Yeah.
and you know that. Hey, we did.
Yeah,
it.
oh,
We
yeah.
did it,
You got
know.
there.
We made
That's
it.
all that matters.
Oh,
we
yeah.
made it, and it
We
brought,
finished.
it brought us to here. Brought us to right now at this point in our lives. Episode 35.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think of like somebody other than Durant, like a football
Or number
player.
35.
Gosh, bro, he's
I'm
just
saying
been
like
over
All
there
Star, but
visiting
he's
the world.
45, right?
Mike
Mike
Allstott was
Allstott's
number
45.
40.
40.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know. I was just trying to
Stop.
come back to
I
that
can
real
see
quick.
This is why I need someone.
Test,
to keep,
test,
Yeah,
test,
test,
test.
test, Bub. Test, test.
yeah, yeah.
You need me to give you something to talk about
Uh.
again? All right. Well, Bub, do you have anything for Caden here, man? I mean, he, obviously crushing it on the court,
Yeah.
taking care of business off the court.
So I know you guys said you guys started up 3 years ago.
Yep.
Like the teams you play against, how long have they been around for? Like,
Yeah, it's a good. I mean, talk to us about the competition.
So we have one team in our conference that is more new than us. Brushley University. This is
Mhm.
their first program,
Okay.
first year program. But
Beautiful facilities.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
all.
every other team in our conference has been around for at least 5 years.
okay,
Georgetown has made the national tournament 4 years in a row. Campbellsville's been in the national tournament twice.
Yeah.
So we've got some experienced teams. I mean, those are two of the best teams in the nation.
so I mean,
And-
it's really started in the last 5 years
Yeah.
or so.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's competitive, man.
so you're not
and-
too far behind or anything. That's why I think whenever he said 3 years, I was like, that's kind of like a quick turnaround. But if it's only been really popping around for 5 years or so, like
Right.
that's nice.
Yeah, and it's. I think it's a rapidly growing sport.
Yeah.
Kind of nationally.
Thank God.
Thank God. Yeah.
It's good to see it.
It is, man, and hopefully it becomes more accessible to kids, locally
Yeah.
that can get that opportunity to play at the high
Yeah.
school level. I know you mentioned a few schools, but I think it'd be nice to see it, the bigger schools and then trickle into some of these smaller
Mhm.
schools, man.
Well, and I want to say Harley Harrison and Mason Shepard, two boys that go to Jackson Middle School that have seen me through the years play and have just been interested in the sport.
Yeah.
I've given them both lessons and they both have played on successful club teams out of Columbus.
Okay.
So they are rock stars. I know it's probably not easy being the only boy in their school playing. And so I just want to give a shout out to those two because they're trailblazing
Yeah.
the way for other kids at Jackson. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
shout
And
out to them.
dude, you just brought something to my attention. But yeah, I mean, middle school boy, let's just be real for a moment. Probably isn't the easiest thing to go in and
Probably
want to do,
not.
right?
Yeah, no.
I mean, let's just be
Because
honest.
nobody
for a moment.
understands that, volleyball initially started as a men's sport.
Yeah.
It just evolved over time to be more influential in the women's side.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it started as a men's sport and the women's really took it over. And then people don't view, in Southeastern Ohio, I wrote my college application letter over this. Like Southeastern Ohio, boys play football, girls play volleyball.
Yeah.
And so like there's a lot of bias and
Yeah.
labels that we get put on us, but
Yeah.
just for playing volleyball. But
That's crazy, man.
so it's good for them that they're sticking out and playing.
yeah, it's
so.
crazy. Give them games again, man.
Mason Shepard and Harley Harrison.
Mason Shepard, Harley Harrison. Hey, hats off to you.
Yes.
We appreciate
Awesome.
what you're doing. Keep it up. We love the positive things, bub. And it sounds like those kids are doing good things. What you got?
it's just crazy. Like I was just sitting here thinking probably 5 minutes ago, I was like, yeah, why wouldn't we want like men's volleyball? Like, isn't that like so obvious? Like if you're going to do volleyball and you already got women's, like go ahead and do men's as well.
Oh, like the logistical,
like just
aspect
like
of it,
it's like
or
an
what?
obvious like do it. Like why haven't we
Why?
done it yet?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what are we waiting for? Kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of stigma around here, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure we
it's-
venture
I
outside
know,
the
it's-
740,
yeah.
and it's probably a thing.
I
you
mean,
know?
if you go
But-
north of 270, there's not a high school that doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Every single
yeah.
high school in Columbus has men's volleyball.
Yeah.
So, and luckily, I was fortunate enough. The year I started, my freshman year of high school, was the year of the Olympics.
Yeah.
So everybody was watching the men's U.S. team
Right.
on TV, and they're like, "Oh, this is what Caden does. This
Yeah.
is sweet."
yeah, yeah,
So then it was, I'd say there was labels put on me, but my team or my friends and the peers I went with to high school, they
Yeah.
were awesome. They
Yeah.
supported me so much, and
yeah,
shout out to them because it was a really good experience.
yeah. You've always had great support, man. And you've always had, in my opinion, you've always had your head on your shoulders. You've always been very well centered. And I feel like it's kind of brought you to the
Yeah,
person you are.
For sure.
I feel like it's definitely helped you on the court. You got a big game coming up, man. You got senior night coming up on Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Okay, midway.
Midway.
Okay. How
Yep.
how we feeling?
Good. We beat them last time. We beat them in 3 last time.
All
so
right.
We should hopefully get another win against them.
All right. Any school spirit festivities going on? Anything like that night?
Not
What's
really.
men's volleyball got going on to get people out that night, man?
You
It's
know,
senior night.
Honestly, my teammates tell me every time, "Hey, we got a home game tonight. Is your family
Is
coming?"
your family coming,
'Cause
man?
That's
Yeah.
that's
Is
80% of the crowd.
is Chick
so-
Ridge Church going to be there,
Literally,
man? Like,
that's
yes
what
or
they say.
no?
Yep.
That's awesome.
So funny story. When I played at Mount Vernon,
Yeah.
a lot of my local friends and family weren't able to travel because it was like 2.5 hours.
Right.
So when I played at Rio that year, I had 130 people, I think, came to that game
Yeah.
to watch me at Rio. So Nick Rawls, the coach at Rio now,
Yeah.
always talks about how that was the weirdest game he's ever coached
It's
because
crazy.
he was at home but felt like an away game
Yeah.
because of the crowd I had.
That's insane.
That's awesome,
That's
man.
awesome.
Yeah, I've got
You gotta
really
love
good
that
support,
support.
really
Yeah,
good
man.
family, really good church family.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You want to talk about that at all?
I love them. You
Yeah.
know, God has placed unbelievable people in my life,
Yeah.
and makes life so much easier when wherever you go, whether it's Walmart, McDonald's, you see a familiar face that's gonna smile and like let you know you're loved.
Yeah.
So,
That's
and I think
big.
that's what God can do to
Yeah.
people. It just makes them easy to love and
Yeah.
easy to love people.
Yeah.
So
Heck yeah, man. It's been awesome, man. We've been to some fun stuff together too. Do you remember the not just the camping trip, which was a good time, the cabin
Yep.
nonsense, that was great, but the one-man volleyball team. I'm trying to
I do
his
remember
name.
that.
Bob.
It was Bob. I forget.
Yeah,
It was,
Beat Bob was the thing.
it was,
Beat
I
Bob.
remember it was Bob. Yeah.
Yeah, and he
1v6.
the 1v6, man, and I was substitute teaching that day. I got called out to play some volleyball, and that was a good time.
That was
man.
a good time at the high school.
I still have a photo of that somewhere. I was going to throw it up for the show, but
Yeah,
it doesn't
gotta find it.
exist. But no, man, it's nice to know that volleyball's had such a big impact on your life. Sports, obviously, your
Yeah.
family, and your family eats, breathes, and lives sports.
Yep.
A little, I spoke with your mom the other day. We are going to be some sort of involved, bub, with the Cooper Strong 5K this year.
Oh,
So anything
sweet.
you want to talk about that? I mean, you want to give that any light before you kind of head out of here? Or?
So yeah, the Cooper Strong 5K is just a 5K my family holds every year in
Yeah.
honor of my cousin Emily
Yeah.
Cooper, who passed away in 2016. And I will say, I've always been a competitor. If you know me, you know
right,
I'll flip a Monopoly board to win. Like I'm gonna win.
yeah.
And ever since Emily passed away, I obviously still want to win, but I realize, sports is gonna come and go. Like
Right.
it's the legacy you leave. And she has left such an unbelievable legacy that
Yeah.
still every year there's a 5K to honor her
Yeah.
and give scholarships to Jackson High School athlete
Right.
females.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Emily Cooper, she's a beast. I
Yeah.
would love to have you guys involved in that. That'd be awesome.
We're definitely going to be there in some capacity. Do you happen to know how many people record wise, what the involvement is, or no?
So I think our biggest race here, I want to say it was over 200.
Okay.
I think it was the biggest race in Jackson.
Yeah.
Like 5K that they over the turkey trot. and-
Okay. Well,
So-
I would like to go ahead and set a goal live to try to beat it this year,
Yeah.
man. That race means so much to local athletics,
Yep.
Especially women's athletics.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, have
go
you seen
ahead.
the barn that they built?
I haven't seen it in person yet.
So
but
the
talk about it.
Jackson High School softball team, they wanted to always use the men's baseball barn, and
Mhm.
there was always conflict of schedules because it's the
Right.
baseball's barn, which is understandable. They fundraise to get it,
Sure.
so
To some degree.
yeah, at some level.
Yeah.
But the Emily Cooper 5K was able to raise enough money that there's now a brand new facility, turf inside. It has her logo swinging the bat and her name on it.
That's awesome.
So it's very beautiful.
That's
very
awesome.
beautiful.
That's awesome. And the opportunities that the 5K provides, that's incredible for the women,
Mhm.
for the softball program. They just got back from Myrtle Beach playing
I know, I
softball.
saw
So
that. Yep.
so these things mean something, and these things are not just 5Ks, they're community things.
Right,
They're going to
yeah.
impact, they might not impact you or influence you that day, but your kid 10
Your
years from now,
kids, yeah, your grandkids.
yeah,
Yep.
who knows? Who knows? So get out and do these things. If 200's the number, man, let's push
Yep.
for 200. Let's make it a thing. So,
Mhm.
Cooper Strong 5K, expect that at the end of the year in May. I know that's around, end of May
Yeah.
sometime. So
It's always the
end
weekend
of the school year.
of graduation, like Labor Day weekend, I think,
Yeah.
if that's in May.
No, help me out. Memorial Day
Memorial
weekend is
Day
in May.
weekend,
Labor
yeah.
Day is August. We got that can't wear
Okay.
white thing. Caden can
Memorial.
wear white whenever, bro. It don't matter. Caden, he can wear whatever.
What day is it? You can't wear white Labor Day? Or after? Is it the day after or the day
It's
of?
after, yeah, you
It's
can't.
after Labor Day.
You can't wear it the day of, too,
You
or
might be able to.
I think I think that's always a silly rule.
Something tells me that you don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear white if I
Whatever
want to
you
wear
want.
white. It's like I'm never wearing white anyways. I'm a slob, so
It's okay. I appreciate
can't keep a
it.
shirt clean.
I appreciate it. We respect a hardworking man's attire.
It's food based.
If he's that's the way it goes. All right. Well, Caden, before you go, man, we've talked about quite a lot. Do you have anything else you want to get off your chest? Talk about. The floor is yours. We always give everyone their moment here, man.
Not really. I'm just thankful to be alive. You
You got
so much going on in the world right now.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
am thankful to be loved by people and loved by a savior that died for me, and thankful to have friends like you who do this and invite me back. So
Yeah. Oh, we got to get you back.
so I appreciate it.
Yeah, we got to get you back. And honestly, man, you want to know what my next target in the men's volleyball world is?
Who?
Nick Rawls. I got
He'd be a
it.
great one.
I got to get Coach Rawls,
Yeah.
man. I got to hear his perspective because, to be at Rio, go away, do your thing, come back.
Yeah.
Got at least 2 babies. Got the little twins.
Yeah, he's got
Is
3
there a
now,
third?
yeah.
Oh my gosh! So we got to get him on here.
Yeah.
Man. He's a great guy. And I coached with Sarah. Sarah was wonderful. What you got, bub?
Devin White is 45.
I thought we were talking about 35.
35 is the episode. Bro, he's been over there in his own world thinking of the wrong number for
That
how long we've
sucks.
been doing this now? 32.
Okay, well, I got one more opportunity then.
All right, it's over.
35.
It's over. Bub, before we go, do you have anything that you
Oh,
I'm going to regret asking this, aren't I?
do I have anything for this week?
You'll be fine.
There was an earthquake in New York.
There was a lot of
was
tornadoes. There were
Taiwan.
so many tornadoes in
Tornadoes.
Ohio.
With weather
April 3rd.
occurrences.
The eclipse tomorrow at 3.
Oh, gosh, the eclipse
you know,
at 3.
Just go upstairs and turn the lights off if you really want to see like darkness. I don't know, but I mean, you can go outside and look at the sun get covered up as well. Like, but I don't know. I don't get the whole hoopla about it. That's all I got to say.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, Bob, that's it. I appreciate your input, Caden. Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks
man.
for having me.
We
Appreciate you
truly
guys.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you for
we
coming.
Appreciate your kindness, the human being first and foremost before the sports.
Yes.
But
thank you.
but unfortunately, the 740 Human Being Show just doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. So we brought you in here to talk some volleyball.
Sports is always good. So
Sports
I like
is good,
it.
man. Sports is good, but we here love the people, and you're a great guy, man. So thanks again, Bob. That's going to do it for us here on episode 35. You got a person yet?
Nope.
All right, that's going to do it for us here. Episode 35 of the 740 Sports Show. Thank you for joining us. If you like what you see, follow the stuff. We're at 740 Sports Show on Instagram, Facebook. We've got a Twitter. I can't call it X. We got a Twitter.
Yeah, I don't like X.
Yeah, So go ahead, follow
Too
the
simple.
stuff. We appreciate it, and do it. Do it promptly if you would. No, I'm just kidding. But before we go, make it a mission, your mission, to make life better for every person you meet. I think that needs to be everyone's goal every day.
It's good. Goal.
Yes.
All right,
Good
that's going to do
goal.
it for us
Good
here on episode 35 of the 740 Sports Show.
Bye.